superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero? Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed. My life destroyed. Until I walk awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero.
Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure to have you live and in charge. A look at a green action presented by Lunatic Designs. Can you go to Lunatic out there on social media? Make sure you check him out. He gets all your iRacing paints done, as a little merch design as well. And we are live for the Midnight Thunder series. I got a little bit of a 5-minute late start. Normally we have everything kind of going. And it's only because we were just waiting for the session. There's a few things that they had going on, and we were able to take care of it. So thank you all very much. Courtney, thank you very much for becoming a member out there on YouTube. That was quick, fast, and hurry in the very first part of this stream. So thank you very much for doing that. We just got done with the Chop Shop Racing Cup Series at Richmond. Now, here we are, Midnight Thunder Series, powered by SIM500. Thank you, Courtney. See, there it is. It just popped. It finally popped up on the stream. So thank you.
Became a warrior.
Thank you for becoming a warrior. You're an amazing warrior. Thank you very much. It is the Charlotte Oval. We're running the Roval and the NASCAR side of things this week, but the Charlotte Oval here tonight. They're going to run 80 laps here for season 34, week number 2. 3 sets of tires, 100% fuel, no fast repair. The 1.46 mile length racing surface. It is the Concord, North Carolina area. A beautiful racetrack. If you've not been to Charlotte, you should. I went to Charlotte Speedway, and I've been to Charlotte Motor Speedway. This has been it's been a great track throughout its history. So definitely, if you get the opportunity to get out there and check it out, please do so. Let's see, 78 degrees on the track temperature here, the Gen 4 cars this week. They were going to run Atlanta, but they just ran Atlanta. So they in their 33rd season, literally a couple of weeks ago. So they changed it up, and they brought it back, and they said, hey, let's run Charlotte. And I think it's a good idea. It's going to be a good racetrack. We love it. We see it. We like it. And it's going to be a ton of fun. 80 laps, 100% fuel, no fast repair. These drivers are going to be good to go. Starting grid for tonight's race is going to be Tyler Dalton. He kind of went last week. Mark Jorgensen Jr. is going to be your outside pole sitter. Logan Kogar, Cody Harrison, road number 2. Hamish Gallagher is going to be out there with Scotty Subjack, Cole Morton, and Joey Gitina out there, row number 4. Seth Foudy, Keegan Fleckenstein out there in row 10. Now, RB Turner, Daniel Miller, in row 5 through 10th. RB Turner, Daniel Miller in row 6. Row 7 is going to be Mike Kelly, Kevin Stone, Pat Green, and Matt Lewis all out there as we see the intermingling of the drivers. It is, again, iRacing at its best. Good to see you all out there. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. RB, thank you very much. Free to join Midnight Thunder Series. Make sure that you get out there and you join this series. You can find it at sim500.com. There's also a Discord link that they share out on their website. Excuse me, little horse. On their website. It means it sounded like a frog died in my throat for a moment. But yes, on their website. Make sure you go to sim500.com. Check them out. Check out all of their series they have going on. We love them. We appreciate them. Pace Car's going to lead them around. We got one driver cam tonight. It's going to be RB Turner. That is our Save the Tatas October awareness, breast cancer awareness time of the month. And we're going to go on board with RB Turner. Would we go to it? And we'll have the first green flag with him. I like it. Drivers are ready. I am ready. You are ready. I'm ready. Tyler Darton, Jorgensen, Chevrolets and Fords. They're going. We're green. Presented by WBD Diecast Customs. We love them. RB's my tire saver here. I love watching it happen. There's Pat Green behind him. Matt Lewis is going to be there as well. We'll see what the drivers do. Let's go to it. How about a little, this? Down to the bottom, 80 just ahead. There's Logan Kogar working forward. Cody Harris is going to be in third. Jorgensen Jr. has got around Tyler Dalton. Tyler Dalton really good in this car. Jorgensen out there with the old Navy 88. Get a good look into the corner, sweeping corner. These cars bottom out on this this repaid version of this racetrack. It's pretty crazy to see. Tires are a big factor. And it's definitely a track factor here too. A cold track means that they're gonna find themselves having, well, I wouldn't say necessarily a tire issue, but they're gonna find themselves having some sort of a deficit they're gonna be able to look at. There's the Budweiser 15, Daniel Miller. On to the back straightaway, 13 in tow. There's the 9 of Keegan Fleckenstein. Got to manage Matt Lewis, 2104. Cricket field here tonight, not too bad. Cole Morton to the 94, pushing hard here. A lot of drivers like this car. This car has seen an update here recently that has been, I guess, atrocious from when it comes to the super speedways. 19, egg shapes the corner. Up and out. It's going to carry momentum. Keeps it close. This car almost acts like a drafting car. Watch the 19. He sets up the corner. 88 kind of bounces the line there just a little bit. And the 19 of Tyler Dalton looking to the inside. Might actually look to the outside. Jorgensen Jr. We'll see the 19 pressed on the outside. Be able to side draft the 88. 88 a little free on the bottom. That disrupted the air. We'll see if they're going to be able to do it. 19 to the 88. The race line has changed. Jorgensen Jr. up to Tyler Dalton. Dalton keeping it close. Actually pulled the air back just a little bit, so we'll see what Tyler Dalton does. Jorgensen might follow suit here for just a moment. We'll see. Seth Foudy, fastest lap of the race. Seth just ran a 29.79. Look, see that 17 go places. 2/10 of a second lead between he and Tyler Dalton is Jorgensen. Jorgensen managing. Cody Harris up a spot. Kogar off a spot. Cole Morton working. Daniel Miller, the 38-28 I-rated driver, up 5 is the hard charger currently. Good look to the race line as we all go to work. Down to the back straightaway, there's a look at where the chicane would be. Drivers try to make ground and find room. Whoa, Seth gets tight. 2 to the bottom. Mike Kelly. Sunoco 1. That's pretty cool. 3 Sunoco cars out there. I do like it. 2 the same. 1 different. Mike searching to the inside, trying to get the 17. Seth Foudy. Trying to get to the inside of Seth Foudy there, but Seth Foudy having to deal with the 9 on the outside. Good look. Good read. Right now, hold on. Half second the gap between Tyler Dalton and Mark Jorgensen Jr. Jorgensen finding a little bit of pace. Picking up the pace a little bit here as well. 11 of the 80. Again, a green flag pit stop in store for the drivers. They cannot run all 80 laps. We'll run that 55 to 58 mark. Sometimes they run a little bit more. Sometimes a little bit less, depending on how hard they run. Go to Harris up a spot. Tom Jack's going to be in that 4th spot as Kogar off to Cole Morton. Working on the outside, little side-by-side 94. Woo, baby, we might be 3 wide here for just a moment. 15 to the 17. There's the 94, slides up in front. Ooh, wall tap there. The 9 slides up in front of the 94. It's going to be able to drop in. 15 feels dirty air. 94 with a better run out of the corner. We'll be able to be side by side. Inside lane's good. Oh, a little freed up for the 15. Seth Foudy trying to shove the 15 free. Entrapped on the bottom side. Unable to really push. They're going to be cleared. Mike Kelly, 94. Hard wall hit right there, but is able to keep the car where it needs to be. 2 down to the bottom. 94 finally able to cross the lane. Mike Kelly drives to the inside of the 17. Tries to pull the air back on the 17. And we'll see if Seth Foudy has anything going on. Cole Morton in the 94 just behind. Mike Kelly going to try to rip the bottom side of this racetrack. Has the tires right there on that blue line. Utilizing that blue line to challenge the corner. You see him really throttle up into the corner. Fastest driver of the racetrack in 4th. It's Sobchak right there. Tyler Dalton, Mark Jorgensen Jr. really managing their times. It closed in a little bit here, about half a tenth. Jorgensen closing up and out of the corner. Logan Kogar working. And we're all on board. Good to see you all out there. If you haven't done so, game night after the race. Budgie is sleeping right now. Game night after the race. What do you mean? What's up, Bollinger? Yeah, Budgie's not there right now. She is sleeping. She is off. 9 to the 2. I tell you what, Mike Kelly. Mike is on the move, man. He is on the move. We have a Toys for Tots series coming up. It's going to be the trucks. If you want to be a part of that, thank you to SIM500 for giving us some love and some appreciation. They showed that over to their Discord. We have a Toys for Tots 5-race series. You can enter all 5 races, or you can enter in one. We're going to pay out drivers each race. But half the proceeds that you enter are going to be they're going to go directly to the series. So, or to the not to the series, to the Toys for Tots. So we're gonna send that money off Christmas Eve and make our donation like we do every single year. That'll be awesome. How about Fleckenstein, Daniel Miller, Mike Kelly? These drivers up 4 or 5 spots. RB Turner's off 3, but he's been saving his tires a little bit. Kevin Stone doing the same thing. Kevin is just kind of managing. RB 3102 his last time by. A little tight in the corner, but he's fine. Jorgensen is closed down on Tyler Dalton here. Manage. Jorgensen patient here tonight. Back straightaway, 19 of 80. 16 drivers in the field tonight. Matt Lewis from the Kroger Racing Machine, the 21. Did a pretty bang-up job of closing where he needs to. 26-29. High-rated driver with Pat Green back at 15th. And the field's starting to spread out 20 laps in. But the battle for the lead, well, let's get a little bit heavier. Good race of the night, 88-19. 88 down to the bottom. Out of the corner. Been able to close it down. Jorgensen, about a thing or two. Searches the high side. Let's see if he works like Tyler Dalton did. And Jorgensen back to the lead. Dalton gives way to the lead. He'll slide back up and go back at it again. Cody Harris spots on Jack up 2. Getting your top 5. Kogard now traveling the corner. Kogard 2.4 from Jorgensen, who takes back over the lead. So far, so good. 2 lead changes, and then the same 2 lead changes. Jorgensen and Tyler Dalton. Now 3 as Jorgensen comes back and leads this lap. Argentina back here off 3. Managing that 14. Cole Morton not too far from him, but RB Turner. Again, I talked about how RB likes to try to save a little bit of tire early in the run and try to make a run at it. 6.7 the gap. The talented driver is going to work. He clears the 94. RB's last lap, trying to make that pass, 31.21. See what he runs this time. Leader's last lap, 30.692, so 30.786. We'll see how it fares out now that he's back up to speed. We'll keep an eye on this next line. Hamish Gallagher, fastest driver of the racetrack, just ran a 30.66. Cody Harris getting around Tyler Dalton. For the time being. RB. Check the lap times one more time. Did not update. It was weird. Jorgensen, 1/8 of a second difference. Tyler Dalton back to second. Subjack trying to close in. Tyler working hard for his buddy. Thank you to RB for putting up the Save the Tatas cam, which we absolutely appreciate. Jorgensen to Harris, ripping the bottom side of the race line. Yes, 26 of 80 takes away Cody Harris. Gonna track down some of the time. Argentina is RB Turner and tow. Joey, last lap 30.99. So the fall off about 1.1 second right now, about a second for your race leader. Fastest lap of the race. I believe that is Seth Fowdy, 29.79. That's a pretty fast lap around this racetrack. I mean, considering on the dashboard, these drivers run about 194. That's working the outside lane. This is kind of crazy to watch. 9 a little free right there. Seth up 3, so things starting to level out. Mike Kelly will work right back to the back bumper of Hamish Gallagher. Gallagher saved a lot here, so he's got about 10th better than the drivers ahead of him. Seth Foudy just as fast as the race leaders this time. 190 getting to the corner. Joey coming out of pit road. We'll see if things will change. Mark Jorgensen Jr. working RB, the tire whisperer, back to 11th. One thing you can't do on this racetrack is stay out too long. But if you come to pit road and you change tires and you get your gas taken out, you could probably short pit somebody. Maybe gain a little bit. Try something different. It's always good to try something different, especially if you feel tight on the racetrack. That's the B, what it is. 80 of the 81, 17 of Foudy down to the inside. 81 up on the outside lane. Sub check. Little wall scrape there, no big deal. 80 to the 81, side by side. Seth trying to find a hole here. Leckenstein just behind up 3. Gallagher just behind. Amish has got a good run happening here. The New Zealander. Oh, I think New Zealander. Oh, baby. You got a run happening. Little drivers coming to pit road. Where are they going? Not quite halfway, folks. Not quite halfway. It's sort of exciting for you. Let's see where the racing's happening. RB to the inside. Looking inside low lane 15 just ahead. That's Miller. RB out of the corner. Miller just a little wall tap there. Gets a little free there. Looks like RB. Trying to track that race line down. A great job by Mr. RB Turner. He's got a race line. Daniel Miller. That 15. It's my number. I like the old throwback paint schemes. How about that Arby's paint scheme, though? That looks pretty good. I like the Sunoco paint schemes. Big fan of Dale Jr. Well, seeing Kogar run the old Budweiser paint schemes pretty amazing. Got Foudy up to 4th now as Tyler Dalton holds on to that 3rd spot. Dalton 1.7 back from Jorgensen Jr. as almost a 1.2 second lead. He's driving that race line like it's 2 different race lines. Kevin Snow to pit road, 34th, 80. But these drivers might be trying to make the race line work for as long as possible. So it's pretty amazing to see. Folks, if you haven't done so, reach up at that like button for me. It does go a long way to support what we do. If you haven't followed us on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, I encourage you to do so. It's Signature Esports there. You can follow me on X as well, at Real Sig Esports on X. You can also on TikTok as well. I plan on doing a TikTok live here pretty soon. I have live access. I just haven't done it in so long that I actually have to rebuild the live access to be able to utilize all of the tools. I also wish I wish TikTok Live Studio was better. It wasn't so resource dependent. Leckenstein, Daniel Miller coming to pit road. Both drivers try to wiggle down, get themselves working. Jorgensen 1.4 second to Harris behind. Cody Harris still tries to track down. Jorgensen did a great job, led early. Figured out he was leading a little bit long and then went to it. As we come around 15 on pit road, the 9 on pit road as well. Matt Lewis coming to pit road, the 21, out of this pit box. 13 of Hamish Gallagher still in 5th. Seth Foudy up 5. Hard charger, Pat Green, Mike Kelly, RB Turner up 3 now. There's Joey Jatina. For sticker on tires and fuel at 11th. Sub check. Give it on 31, 3-lap fresher tires. Going to be up to speed. All right, Jorgensen, Harris, Dalton, Foudy, Gallagher. We approach about the halfway mark for the majority of the race. I think most of the drivers are going to run as long as they can. Separated out, Lewis 2 laps down. Kevin Stone, fastest lap of the race at 29.67. The bad fast lap. All right, halfway through it. Tyler Dalton, Logan Kogart coming to pit road. So we're seeing a little bit of racing everywhere. All right, drivers doing the thing. Pat Green up on the outside lane. 81's going to go to the inside. What's up, Jack? And Pat Green in the 09. We're looking at coming to pit road. We'll see who does what. As they do that, I'm going to take a hydrate break. I'm going to stand up, stretch my legs. My left side is going a little numb right now. And I'll be right back. Just a moment. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you. First caution of the race coming out here. Tail end of this one. Tyler Dalton, your race leader. Pat Green had an issue. Let's take a look. Oh. Pat Green right here. Backing up the corner, bottom side. And somebody throttled out. Oh, he got a little free on the bottom, 94. Oh, man. Tell you what, Cole didn't, he throttled up on the bottom side, hooked up on the bottom side of the race line. Pat Green, go into the cockpit view right here. Watch this. Pat Green kind of hits the bottom of the apron. Bam, right there, just uplifts him. You back up just a little bit. Pat has to get out of the throttle there. Oh, Morton doing what he could. Let's go on Pat Green's car here. Things almost redlining in the corner, down to the bottom. I think he was trying to come to pit road. He was. I think Pat Green was trying to come to pit road there. All right, first caution out, and we're going to have ourselves a little shootout to the end. Paul Morton on pit road. Pat Green actually looks fine. His car looks fine. He's got a little bit of rear damage. Got about 40 seconds of damage fixed, but was able to kind of make it work. So we'll see. 19, the 88, the 81, the 14. Everybody on lock. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you for being out there. Thank you, sir. Watching Scotty for the bathtub. John, much love, brother. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Double in turn 4. Hello, Nicole. Much love to you. Thank you for becoming a supporter out there, too. I saw that earlier today, so thank you very much. Becoming a supporter on Facebook. All right, we're green. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. I had to step away. Is that Brad Keselowski or Mark Jorgensen in the Go 88? I love it. I love it. We had I had to step away, so I do apologize about that. Randy B, thank you for subscribing out there. Appreciate you. 19 to the 88, 88 to the bottom side, 14 on the inside of the 2 of Mike Kelly. 10 spots, Jorgensen. Patience are brewing right now. Daniel Miller in the 15. 13 to the outside, 17 to the outside as well. Seth Foudy working. Whoa, big blink. Hamish Gallagher out for a moment there. Oh, he's going to go around. Caution will come out. Hamish blinked right there. And the dangers. And he was inside. He came back. Hold on. Let's go to Seth Foudy's point of view here. This will be good to watch from this point of view. So all of a sudden, so Seth Foudy, Hamish Gallagher is going right there. So he disappears out of turn 2 onto the back straightaway. And then all of a sudden, Hamish is in his lap. And just nowhere. Seth had no clue. Hamish backwards on the racetrack. Ouch. Oh, goodness. Hamish, nose damage. Cole Morton on pit road still. What about 5 minutes of damage getting fixed? Gallagher should be able to come to pit road. He'll be able to get a little bit of it fixed. Maybe hit a couple of spots. So we'll see Fleckenstein, Hogar, Pat Green, Cody Harris, Kevin Stone's going to stay out that 98. Road to caution here for the second time at Charlotte. All right. Yeah, again, apologies, folks. I'm not stepping away for, I was going to be gone for just a moment. But I had to make sure that my 11-year-old was in bed. You know, gotta make sure. Gotta make sure, folks. All right, Tyler Dalton, your race leader. Cautions, you're not wrong, Joe. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Oh, goodness. Let's see. NASCAR 25 is coming to console on October the 14th. It's going to be on Steam November the 11th. It will be when it hits Steam on November 11th. That's when I'm going to be playing the game. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining. I will be waiting, and just a couple. But I will be partaking in the NASCAR 25 side of things when that comes out. I mean, we do like our NASCAR. That's if you can't tell, we love iRacing. We will love our NASCAR even just as much, and I'm glad to see that I can mingle the two together for as long as I have. Again, folks, Toys for Tots series. If you want to be a part of that, you just got to join our Discord. There are links for our Discord on our Facebook page and our YouTube About Me section, and of course, our Twitch About Me section as well. Or if you're out there on Twitch, !Discord. You'll be able to join that. It's $10 a race. Half of the money goes to the pot. Top 3 or top 5 paid out. I can't remember what I put now. I think it's top 5. Each race up to 40 drivers. Each race, we have 5 races over the course of a few different days. And I had to schedule those races based off of my stream schedule when it comes to iRacing broadcasts. So please bear that in mind. Pull the belts tight one more time. Yeah. Verify second gear. Gallagher a lap down. Cole Morton out of the race. Tyler Dalton, Jorgensen Jr., Joey Gitina, Mike Kelly. Good green flag restart here. Oh, 14. Get a big bump from the 81 behind. Subcheck. Rolling 88, trying to get one. Mike Kelly. 21 laps to go. The 88. Big roll to the outside for Jorgensen Jr. Little wall scrape there. No big deal. Let me get into the run. Mike Kelly up 10 spots. Jorgensen bottoms the left rear out on the blue line there, but he does a good enough job to keep it rolling forward. So let's go on board. Tyler Dalton going to hold on to it here. Mike Kelly's going to be in third. How about Seth Foudy for the night for some racing? Love to see it. Love to see the anticipation. Wanted to see how the green flag pit stops were going to be working out as well. Midnight Thunder Series in its 34th iteration. Tyler Dalton won week 1 at Homestead Miami Speedway. Next week, we're going to be in the Gen 6 car at Daytona International Speedway, 55 laps at that one. Then we'll be at Texas Motor Speedway. And then Atlanta after that, Michigan, Kansas, Dover, Talladega. And then they'll have the 4-driver playoff at an Auto Club. We'd love to see it. Right now, trying to go mistake-free for the next 18 laps. Jorgensen Jr. in tow to the 19. Those drivers Kevin on 52. Cody Harrison on 57. As the 9 of Fleckenstein right behind him in the 98 of Kevin Stone. Pat Green Kevin Stone came in at 52. 5-lap fresher tires for a few of these drivers. That is a caution difference. That's really all that is. Whoa, Kogar up on the outside lane. Little wall tap for him there as RB Turner drops back into the bottom side of the race line. Matt Lewis in the 21. Pulling some good speed. The 09 of Pat Green digging in. Looking ahead at just how solid things are right now. 2/10 of a second for Jorgensen Jr. Tyler Dalton, still your race leader. 98, little right rear wall tap. Daniel Miller just ran his fastest lap of the race. RB just ran his fastest lap of the race. And so did Cody Harris. I'm sorry, not Cody Harris. Keegan Fleckenstein did a great job. RB off the spot from the start of the race. Seth Foudy looking at the inside. Makes the pass up there just ahead on Mike Kelly. But you take a look at RB Turner. He's solid. Breast Cancer Awareness Month here in October. I encourage everybody. 09 gets a little tight. Him slide up right behind the 98 of Kevin Stone there. A big reminder that this month is important for every woman out there, so make sure that you get yourself checked. '19 to the 88. Let's go. Boys and girls, the racing is picking up. 88 changed his race line up, has a big run down the back straightaway, trying to close in, trying to set up a pass. 14 laps to go. Jorgensen Jr. has led 29 laps so far. Tyler Dalton, 29 laps as it would be. That would be his 30th lap. So we'll see if Jorgensen Jr. can do anything with that one. Out of the back straightaway, here's Seth Foudy. Seth is actually closing back in as well. A good night for him. There's Mike Kelly, up 9 spots. Subcheck up a spot as well. Joey Tatina in 6th. That's 95 of Cody Harris. Right to his back bumper. Up on the outside lane. Definitely want to stay out of the back bumper of that guy. He races you fair and clean. 14 challenges the race line in the middle lane. Down the back straightaway, 95. Going to search for the inside, 14. Trying to defend that race line. Whoop, right there. 95 and trying to throttle out. 14 up near the wall. 9 to the inside. Down the side draft. 14 trying to keep him there. But here comes Fleckenstein at 3. Pat Green up 5. RB Turner rolling forward. Kevin Stone, 5-lap difference on tires. Really paying dividends here, it looks like. Not a bad day. Right now, Jorgensen Jr. settling in. Seth Foudy keeping it close. We'll see if Tyler Dalton can hold on and go back-to-back here in the first 2 weeks. 98, I'm sorry, the 19 to the 88. Seth Foudy changing his mind up because I got places to go and, well, a wall to ride. Daniel Miller up 4. Joey Tatina back on the outside. Joey doing a great job of trying to manage here. The 09 of the 62 trying to work the corner. Oh, baby. Almost a net code from the 15 to the 14 there. Here comes the 09 back to the bottom side. 09 up and out. Pat Green. Keeping a run at him. 15 to the 14, 09. Blue line, 62 up and out. But right now, 62 there, trying to pick a lane. RB Turner. Tyler Dalton. Still 3/10 of a second difference as Jorgensen Jr. changes the lineup. Seth Foudy closing in about a 10th. Foudy a little free off corner exit, but he is flat scented. Kevin Stone to pit road. 8 laps to go. It's go time. Tyler Dalton. Mash the gas and let's go. It'll be a good race to the end. Seth Foudy in third. He is closed in his gap as well. He's running a little bit higher here. Trying to manage the air. Looking for a little clean air. 6 laps to go. Does Jorgensen have anything left on the car? For leading so many laps and showing just kind of the pace he had, Tyler Dalton. The guy there, Seth Foudy, has closed in to that second spot. Fastest of the top 3, Cody Harris. Fastest driver of the racetrack this time by is going to be Keegan Fleckenstein. Just ran a almost 2/10 of a second faster than your race leader. Right at 30.36. Got a lot to travel here. RB Turner trying to clear the 15 and the 09. The 09 right there to the back bumper of Joey Jatina. RB Turner patient as they go. But Tyler Dalton, 4 laps to go. Mark Jorgensen Jr. Seth Foudy into the wall. That's an arc on the wall. 0.6 of a second. Seth's car looks fine down to the bottom side. Jorgensen Jr. having to set up the next 3 laps. 0.6 of a second. Tyler Dalton still the race leader. Pat Green to the inside of Joey Jatina. The 15 of Daniel Miller there as well. Everybody rolling at that upper line. 0-2 for the 6-2. Corner out. 15 back to the inside. 62 trying to find a spot. 15 trying to pinch up. 2 laps to go. 3/4 of a second. Jorgensen Jr. and Seth Foudy trying to hold on. 2 to go. Massive understatement. Hamish Gallagher, first driver off the lead lap, was hoping for a caution. Matt Lewis 10 seconds back as Logan Kogar back in 12. Tyler Dalton 0.8 of a second difference here. Seth Foudy trying to make one more out of it. Mike Kelly still holding on to 4th. 1.9 the gap. Here comes the 81 and the 95. White flag waves. Final lap. Midnight Thunder Series SIM500 every Friday night. Every Friday night. And make sure you check it out after the Chop Shop Racing Crew. Next week it's just this stream. We don't even have a race for Chop Shop next week. Except for Tuesdays. But Tyler Dalton doing a great job. Jorgensen Jr. seeing Seth Foudy work the outside lane. Battle for second is going to be on. At the line, Dalton wins. Jorgensen second. Seth Foudy will be third. By nose. Jorgensen rolls around. Oh, got free. Oh, I think he got free. He did it himself. Finished in second. Way to celebrate. Tyler Dalton, your race winner. Foudy, Kelly, Subjack, all the way through 5th. I thought it looked like there was contact with Seth, but there wasn't. It was just an optical illusion on my end. How about a back-to-back wins for Tyler Dalton? Jorgensen Jr. had a great run here, and so did Seth Foudy. Seth Foudy came on strong there at the end. If he didn't get, if there wasn't any contact with that wall, I think Seth Foudy had a charge for Tyler Dalton there at the end. So it's the 19, the 88, the 17. It's going to be your top 3 here tonight. Mike Kelly finishes in 4th. Subjack finishes in the 5th. Scotty did a great job there in that 81. Love to see it. Cody Harris, Fleckenstein, Jatina, Daniel Miller, and then Pat Green, your top 10. RB Turner finishes 11th. Kogar at 12th. Matt Lewis, Hamish Gallagher, Kevin Stone, Cole Morton. All the way at the tail end of that one. It was a good race. It was a good time. Magical moments, as we love to see it. I like it. A good day. Yep. All the good stuff. Oh, we're going to talk to Tyler. We'll let him, we're going to pull him right up. We're going to say, hi, Tyler. Congratulations on back-to-back wins.
Yeah, it's 4 in a row, counting going back to last season. I think the first time I've done that in any SIM500 series, so pretty happy with that. Mark had me covered if it had stayed green. And I learned a little something on the back half of that first run, and we got the caution we needed there and was able to take advantage of it.
Yeah, I was wondering because I saw the he passed you and I was like, oh, he might try to burn his stuff up here and Tyler's going to save, and then it was no short time later you're out front, and I watched him kind of follow and put a bead on your line there for a little bit, and then just a change in his drive line. It seemed like this car was able to kind of do a weird egg shape on this corner. It was unique for sure. I mean, ripping the bottom too, but it was unique to watch kind of where the exit point of this car was.
Yeah, it was a little bit tighter than some of the other setups. So I was a tiny bit surprised by that. And normally tight setups don't suit me. Went out there that first round. I didn't think I was running it hard, but I saw building the gap, and I'm like, that's not good. And I was trying to back it down, but I think the damage was already done. And when Mark got there, I just let him go. And then Cody got by, and I was able to just sort of hang with Cody. Mark was slowly pulling away, and pitted right there at halfway, and just sort of hoping maybe I could back it down enough to hold Mark off. But then he came off pit road right behind me, and just really got lucky there with that caution. Sort of like the same situation at Texas last season, because that first run, Mark was by far faster. But second run, I definitely backed it off more and backed it off more in the center of the corner, which would be good because if you back it off in the center of the corner with someone right behind you, they can't really get a good run. So just trying to save as much as I could there early in the run. I knew about lap 15 to 17 or so when Mark really had the better car in the first run. So I just trying to take it easy. Saw him move up to the top and start getting some runs. So I went up there. And another thing I sort of felt in the first run is as the run went on, that top end 1 and 2 really came in. So went up there until we got a little bit of a gap there. I think Mark got the wall a couple times and just tried to settle in and hope for no caution.
I mean, one more caution and it'd have been a sprint. Ron said, I thought I said roll. Well, dang, I hate you missed it. Yeah, the session was just messed up a little bit, and they put up a new session, so we're good. Thank you for the link, sir. I appreciate you. Yeah, this was Charlotte. Charlotte at its best. I mean, you get some pack racing, get some different tire strategies. I was seeing 5-lap fresher tires, even though you guys really just had a quick caution. The 5 laps were starting to make a difference back there toward the end on the long run. Did clean air feel as important as it did last week at Homestead?
Funny enough, early on in the race, I felt like I was training better when I was behind Mark. And so I don't know. You have to ask him there at the end. It didn't seem like it made that big of a difference because you could move up there in 1 and 2. Like I said, it was an interesting race. It felt a little different than I was expecting it to. I was thinking in the beginning maybe I went with the wrong steering ratios with it tightening up the way it did. But like I said, completely different from Homestead. Homestead was a lot looser, a lot less grip. Tonight we had a good bit of grip, and the car was just really in the track. So just a different feel, and sort of got lucky with the caution, but was able to hold on to it. So I'll take it.
I like it. Next week, you're my only broadcast next Friday, so I'll be waiting up for you guys to call a little Daytona, the Gen 6 car, changing it up a little bit. when you guys talked to me this past week about the possibility of the schedule change a little bit, no sooner than you and I got done, I saw a TikTok about the same exact thing.
Yeah, it's a shame that they broke the draft package with the Gen 4 because that was one of the best plate track packages that we had last season. So I'm not sure if somebody trying to adjust the draft on the Speedway package and put the number on the Super Speedway package instead by accident, but they definitely got that screwed up. Don't want to go out there and just have single file. And we were in that Gen 6 on plate tracks before and know that it'll put on a good show.
It does. It does. I mean, you can go out there and qualify. I think they said that the qualifying speed alone is off 10 miles an hour.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem with the Gen 4 right now on the super speedways is they've got too much drag on it. It's in real life, the by yourself was about 3 miles per hour off the draft, not what it is now.
Yeah. Yeah. They said that was the complaint that I saw. It was so you could qualify 190, 191, 192 by yourself. And qualifying right now is at 180, 181, 182, which is what the old ARCA car was, which is a shame.
Yeah, like I said, I'm sure our team will get it fixed, but unfortunately, not by the time that it was for us to run the track. So mix up a little bit, and hopefully we can get some more cards in here. I was a little shocked only to see 16 for Charlotte. I know we're getting toward the fall, starting to get cooled down in football and all that stuff, but hopefully we can get some more guys to come out. If anybody's watching, please come out and join us. We'd love to have you. As you can see, we got a lot of clean racing here.
Oh, we'll do some promotional material. I like doing promotional material. It's fun for me. Tyler, congratulations, brother. Give shout outs, man.
Thank you. Just want to thank WBD Diecast. Wish Wesley could have been here tonight. I know he's got a new job, so I think he's been a little busy, probably tired. But just all the guys here at SIM500 that put on the show each week. And thank you for putting on the broadcast.
It is my dang old pleasure. I don't mind sitting up with everybody at night, giving us some good racing.
All right, there. Thank you.
You too. Tyler Dalton coming on Victory Lane. We'll throw him back down there with those guys. I got to bring up the most thrilling man that we get to talk to. We're going to pull him up. Sorry, Jorge, I pulled you up. It's your turn.
What's up, my man?
What's up? Hey, P2 tonight, man. Hey, 49 laps led. That was it was a strong suit for you. Good in the long run. You did not need to see that caution.
That's like I was telling, I ain't gonna lie, Jason, I'm pretty pissed off about the situation. Reason being, we got 16 cars that joined tonight, right? So, it's looking like if everybody keeps their head on straight, we might have went caution free. It is a damn bummer how a guy can say that he's pitting and then he gets ran over. So I don't know where the miscommunication was, but I heard the guy come over game chat saying that he was pitting, and next thing I know, the caution comes out. Cody was screwed. I mean, if that caution didn't come out, he was screwed, because I think he was hoping for a caution to trap us a lap down, but it kind of backfired. But I hate seeing these cautions, Jason. I feel like I do fairly decent on a long run. I feel like driving a tighter car, I can back it down quite a bit to manage better than the rest. And when we had that caution with 20 some odd laps to go, Tyler was asking me like, hey man, do you remember how many laps it took for you to blow my doors off? And I was like, dude, I said, I think it was 17 laps, but I know he was going hard. It's end of the race. I'm in this dirty air. That didn't help. I got Mike Kelly, Seth Foudy. I mean, they're going hard, so that's pushing me. That's not helping my situation. But I just needed laps, Jason.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was.
Just needed laps.
That's what Tyler was saying. He said we would given us 10 or 15 more laps. I think the rules would have been reversed again. I mean, Gen 4 car. It's Charlotte. It put on some good racing. You guys now when you and Seth when you changed your lane to move up, Seth was running a little bit higher there, but as soon as you put the air on his nose, like it put him into the wall. I'm going to ask Seth about it. That was a a little bit towards the later part of the run. Um,
Right.
I mean Tyler said it felt better when he was behind you than when he was out front.
Yeah, I felt terrible right there. That last little stretch coming to the finish, I felt bad and behind him. But no, I was paying attention to my mirror. I wanted to run the bottom as long as I could. Obviously, I didn't want to be the first one to move up. I saw Seth get around Mike, and I saw that, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to wait till Seth gets a lot closer before I move up. And once he got to my bumper, I moved up and started holding them off and whatnot. And yeah, I wasn't running near as high, but I felt like the lane that I was running was more like the lane whenever I was setting sail that first long run we had. So
Mhm.
yeah, I remember the corner. Seth was on my bumper going into one, and the next thing I know, when I looked up coming off a two, I thought he hit the wall. So
Oh, he did.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, he must have got really, really tight then. But he was able to drive back to me. Like I said, I just need a lapse. Tyler made a little bit of a mess up on his little settings and whatnot before the race, and we talked about it in Discord. And that steering ratio plays a huge difference. And
Mhm.
like I was telling Tyler, the only thing that sucks about a higher ratio is obviously if there's not that many laps left. I mean, it's hard to hold the guys off that's got a quicker steering box. But
Mhm.
that's all personal preference and whatnot. But it does make a difference. And man, I tell you what, if it would have been caution free, I mean, I would have just drove off into the sunset. Drink me a little mimosa here and there, have a little
Mhm.
whatever, little cocktail, and but hey, man, that's sometimes how it goes. Like I said, when we had 16 cars take the grid, I was like, all right, man, we might be able to. The car wasn't loose at all. It was very tight, and it only got tighter. And when we first started, Jason, you seen it looked like we was going to be running the Roval there for a hot minute. And I made a comment to Tyler, and he made he hurried up real quick to make a new session so we can all get in there. But there was a setting change in that I think might have helped the cars with how they drove. I mean, I really wish that we were sliding around and whatnot like last week at Homestead. But hey, it's all good, man. We make some mistakes from time to time, but we're going to Daytona next. It's going to be a crapshoot. But guess what we got after that, man? We got old Texas, we got old Atlanta. So there's going to be some good tracks coming up with in these cars. Man,
Mhm.
it's
Next
just
week.
that time of the year. Well, yeah, well, I hope we have a packed house next week at Daytona. The thing that sucks, it's the time of year, right? You got
Mhm.
high school football taking place. People, guys dealing with that, and they coming home late. I'm sure they're wore out. They're not trying to get on here and race and whatnot. But I don't know. I hope we can get that car count higher. It'd be nice to see a full grid and what. But I mean, I still have. Uh, I ain't gonna lie. They start to get old. That 19 car in Victory Lane every damn week. Somebody's got to do something with him. I don't. Hey man, if I got to put a little bumper to him, get him up the track, put him in the fence, whatever. Hey Tyler, I'm sorry, man, but I'm tired of seeing you win. It's time for a new sheriff, buddy.
At
But
least next week you're going to run a different car. So,
yeah, that's true. So the guys were saying in Discord that I guess the update that the Gen 4 cars is screwed up at the plate track.
yep.
So man,
Yep.
that's unfortunate, but hey man, it happens, man. Coding issues, what have you. But I still enjoy it. It doesn't matter what car, Jason. I'm gonna give it my all. Obviously, I want to win, right? But
Mhm.
if I can't win, then the last thing I want to do is wad it up. Hey man, I love giving my little 2 hour long interviews with you. It's fun. Seth, I'm gonna apologize now, buddy, but I'm gonna take all of it. So just go ahead and you know shit, shower, and shave, and get you a little snack or whatever, because it's gonna be a hot minute.
He'll, 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 he'll leave.
Yeah, that way. I mean,
I talked to him
I'm sure
last
he's.
week. He did well last week too. So, but I mean, this is a good start
Oh
to the
yeah,
season. I know that car count isn't quite what it was 3 weeks ago at
but
the end of the season, but I think that is just um
I
a
mean, it's part
couple of
of it.
it's just part of the well, it's part of it, but the social media post away from probably yours truly. Said, hey, listen, here's the thing. And we'll put it in my Discord too. You know, it's a free series. It's free. There's so many people running on iRacing that we know on a Friday night right now.
Oh, absolutely. They just don't know about SIM500.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yep.
They don't know that SIM500 races on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And you know, we just got to get that word out, right? You know, we got to get them guys that are over there at the little podunk leagues and whatnot come over here and give us a try and see what's up. But regardless, man, it's so much fun. I don't care what night of the week it is, what car we're running. You know, these guys, like I tell you every dang Wednesday, you know, these guys are so freaking good, right? And you know, sometimes, you know, they force you to driving hard. And you know, when you're a guy that's wanting to save your tires and whatnot, you know, that's very tough. Like I said, you know, I had Mike behind me and I had Seth behind me, and I know those guys were wanting to roll and whatnot. And you know, heck, I know they'd had just as well of a shot to win as anybody else. But man, I just feel like this one just got away. And hey, man, if it would have went Passion Free and talking to you and lanes, spraying beers and champagne and whatnot, but hey, P2 is still good. Only 15 points behind in the point standings. Hey, the season just started. It's still young, but we're talking points, right? But we just got to do something with Tyler. That's all. You know, if he fumbles, has a couple bad races, whatever the case is, I mean, there's going to be a new guy up there. But I mean, the guys are smart, man. You know, they'll figure it out. You know, they'll get this car ironed out. You know, they'll start, you know, putting some good races together. I mean, we got Cody Harris with us on Friday. That guy's freaking phenomenal on Monday nights. He's fast and you know, just some strategy, miscues and whatnot. But I mean, he'll be up there. There ain't no doubt in my mind. So I'm looking forward to the season in the Gen 4 cars. I know we're running the Gen 6, you know, at the plate tracks, but you know, it is what it is. It's going to be fun. I'll say this with the Gen 6 cars, you know, I've watched some other league races with those cars, and it's like slam drafting, man. And I don't know, maybe we might need to get together and put together like a little practice race or something, just so we can, you know, to get a good idea on what will take place in those cars. But you know, I used to run a super speedway league for years and years and years, and you know, we ran the Gen 6 car there for a while, and it's like, wow, you know, it's a different animal. So but regardless, I'm looking forward to it, man. I just enjoy getting on here with the guys at SIM500. They do a phenomenal job. I mean, I tell Joey all the time, you know, I ain't going anywhere, Jason. You know, I'm here for the long haul. You know, keep you around for the long haul. All of these broadcasts, man, it's great stuff. And hey, man, I'm mad and upset that I finished P2, but you know what, man, it's really not that bad. 80 laps on a Friday night, finished P2. Hey, man, it could have been a lot worse.
I'm not mad at it. Actually, I was going to say I run our signature esports throwback series on Mondays, and it's a Gen 6 series, and it puts on pretty damn good racing, especially for super speedways. So good. I think
I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
I think you guys will be fine.
Okay.
I mean, anything can happen.
That's hopeful.
But those cars do have a tendency to, you know, I mean, they're gonna develop runs, and you can bump draft in them still. So, like, it's the only time I'd ever suggest those who like Fords to actually run a Ford. It's no different. Right. It's no different than a couple of
real life.
Yeah, it is. It's huge.
Yeah.
So, but
no, I'm looking forward to. You know, it's going to be fun. You know, I love going to the plate tracks and whatnot. You know, I feel like, you know, like I said, all them another league that's on Friday night was Daytona and Talladega back and forth and whatnot. So, yes, you got to have luck. I do believe there's some skill involved. You know, you show these guys that you can hold a lane, hold a pretty wheel. I mean, you're going to get all the help in the world. You know, if you're all over the place zigging and zagging, you know, you're not going to get no help. So, hey, 88 car is going to be fast next week. I know that. Man, it'd be nice to talk to you in victory lane, right? It'd be nice to be able to slosh some beers and all that good jazz. But you know, we're definitely going to give them hell. It will not be from a lack of trying. I tell you that.
It'll be a good time. It'll be a good time.
Absolutely. I can't wait. Let's go ahead and get it going right now.
I love it. Mark, give you shout outs, brother. P2 tonight.
Oh, I tell you what, Jason, you with Signature Esports, man, the best in the business. What time we got here? We got 12:17 my time. So the smoking hot wife, she's already in bed, right? But you know, after some extracurricular activity in the morning, you know, we'll go ahead and get it fired up and we'll watch it back and you know, let her see that, you know, hey, you know, Tyler's over there kicking my ass on Friday night. It happens. But all the guys over here at SIM500, all the admins, Joey, I know I've said it all the time, Jason, but you know, that guy kept up with me over the years for a long time, just trying to get me back. And I just want to give in, man. And I gave in, and it is the best move I ever made. I mean, I love it. I enjoy the competition. You know, it's one of those where I'm at in my stage with sim racing. I thoroughly enjoy the league racing compared to the official stuff. And I appreciate Joey for keeping up with me through the years. All the guys in Discord, you know, we had Tyler tonight, we had Joey, we had Logan, myself. Just a good group of guys, right? Not a whole lot of chatter. Everybody's laser focused, you know, trying to put down their best laps to try to get to the front. Another shout out to Tyler, man. I think he's won about how many of these in a row? Like 12, 13. I don't know. He's won about 4 or 5 of them. I think 5. But he just got these cars figured out. And we just need to learn from him, get a little bit better, and you know, start stringing some victories ourselves. But let's see here. Who painted this car? I just got this off of Trading Paints. I think Kevin King painted it and put it on Trading Paint. So I appreciate him for doing that. You know, it's a Dale Jr. schemed car. Don't get me wrong, but usually when I run these Dale Jr. schemed cars, I end up on my roof or you know on the
Yeah.
infield or whatever. So you know, I ain't gonna say a whole lot. You know, luckily I'm doing decent right now. But man, who else, man? Seth for a P3 finish. You know, hey, you know, we had 3 cautions, 2 cautions, whatever. You know, man, there's gonna be cautions. Like I said, you know, it's you know, I was running good there at the time. I didn't need that caution, but it happened. It's part of it. You know, just got to re-rack them, restack them, and try again. But it's still fun. You know, I already gave them a shout out to you. You know, Signature Esports. You know, people like them, share them, love them, follow them. You know, get the word out. Do the same thing for SIM500. You know, we need to try to get the car count up a little bit. So you know, go to sim500.com for all your SIM500 racing needs. And you know, we get, like I said, we race on Monday, Tuesday night, Friday, Sunday night. I mean, as a matter of fact, you know, Joe Hudson's putting together a little Thursday night capped league with the Xfinity cars starting this upcoming Thursday. So like I said, we're racing 5 nights a week, fellas. You know, get your stuff dusted off, fired up. You know, go to sim500.com and apply, and let's get these car counts up, man. We would love to have new guys. We would love to have bigger fields. And yeah, man, I don't know. I can keep on going and going and going. This heavy right foot for keeping that gas down. These hands for just wheeling that thing through the corners. And man, I can't wait to get to Daytona, Jason.
It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a blast. But
Can't wait.
Good luck in the rest of your races this week, brother. I appreciate you. Go get some sleep.
I appreciate you, Jason. Take care, brother.
That's Mark coming on P dang old 2 tonight. Last but not least, Mr. Seth Fowdy. 2 weeks in a row I get to talk to you. Congratulations, man.
Hey, thanks. How are you?
You know, you, sir, moved up that race line faster than anybody else, and you were catching them. And I tell you what, if he didn't come up and take that line away from you, I said it at the end of the race, you had contention for Tyler at the end.
Yeah, I mean, I felt the same way, but you know, when they were talking and stuff like that to me, they felt like they had it pretty good. Although I will say that Jorgensen had, I think maybe if the caution wanted to come out, he probably maybe would have had something there. He was out there pretty far, so it took a good bit plus with the strategy of the pits and stuff like that, it took a good bit to try to get back up there to him. But I don't know, it's hard to tell. We still had plenty of time in the race, so it's possible.
Right.
But with the caution and stuff like that, and then on, we got the restart there, and I thought we were pretty fast. And I know we were, as their tires were wearing out, we were still flying. So I was like, okay, we're in good shape here. I think what really screwed me up there at the end was, and I don't know if you saw, I don't know if you were watching me at that time, but I was getting right up behind Jorgensen and I scraped the wall.
Yeah, we
and kind
watched
of got
it. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of got stuck there a little bit, and I'm like, ah, crap. Like I was off the wall all night, so like that's
Yeah.
like the killer right there. So, yeah, that kind of stunned me out a little bit, and I wasn't able to really catch up to him much after that, except towards the end. But time had kind of expired by that point. So, but overall, I mean, we had a good race, and yeah, it's exciting to be able to be back up in here and talking to you. So
It's always good. It's always good to get a podium, right? I mean, anytime I'm racing, I'm like, if I finish better than where I start, I'm good. So normally I don't qualify. And it's usually turns out pretty good. No. But to attest to when Jorgensen took that line away, and that's what I was talking to Jorgensen about too. When he was running about half a lane lower, and it just seemed like it pushed your car like right. I mean, it was like the days of the old ARCA car when you got close enough to the wall that it would just pull you to it.
yeah, I mean, I was really playing with fire anyway, because I was just the higher the higher up you are, like then and if you can just maintain the throttle, just perfect and not get back into it fast enough. And I even knew when I went into that one there that I just let out a little too late. Like and I knew I was playing with fire because I was trying to get as much out of that turn as I could. And the higher up you are, the faster the runoff you get. So you're just making that much more speed coming out. So I'm sure, like what you're saying, I'm sure there was probably an air factor there, but I knew when I went into the turn too, I was like, this might be bad. I didn't give it enough brake, so I was using brake too, like
Right.
going in.
Yep.
And yeah, and really the braking is what kind of brought the nose back down, and I didn't give it enough, and I was like, I gotta go. You know what I mean? Like so I got back in the throttle a little bit too much there, and it kind of sucked me in. But I know exactly what you're talking about too, about that whole sucking into the wall thing, because the old ARCA car was notorious for that. And I guess that might have happened tonight. So you might be right about that. I just felt like that I personally screwed up. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel like anything changed environmentally. It was kind of, I felt like it was me that did it. So, but now that you say that, maybe that was maybe there was a combination there, because we were pretty close to him at that point. So.
Yeah,
but
I just try to ask all the right questions, right? Because the car's changed a lot in the last week, with the update for the super speedway package, and to ask the right questions gives me more information on how to, racing aside, it gives me more visual cues to things that are going on around the car, because
Sure.
I mean. When we're driving, we feel like we can see the air, but when I'm broadcasting, I can't see anything but just pixels. So, I'm like,
right.
I want to, like, if I see the nose set for whatever reason, because I do watch those kinds of things. Those kinds of physics actually do show up on screen for me for whenever, when somebody's setting into a corner. If I see the nose dip down a little bit more, or I see a tire that kind of pops a little bit the wrong way, I'm like, oh, well, it's something in that corner.
Yeah.
If it's consistent for every driver, then I know, all right, well, there's that new bump, or there's something new about the paint, or there's something new about where the grip is supposed to be on that track. So, it's just kind of, it's nice to hear. And it's, one thing I don't want iRacing to do is to revert back to what the old ARCA car did in that regard, because these cars, as much as they get, the right sides are awkwardly shaped, and, they get up into the wall. They're beveled on the right side. They need, or flatter in terms. One side's flatter than the other. We don't need to see the car take the same route that the old ARC. That's what made it not as fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean these cars are definitely pretty they're kind of tough, right? Like tonight was kind of a shocker to me because every track that I've been on with these cars, typically it's pretty loose, right? Like it's a lot of power and you really got to be careful with your throttle control and tonight it wasn't really that wasn't really the case tonight. It was actually really tight. And trying to get it to stay on the paint was really tough. You really had to, back your corners up and you had to, let it set down and get down there before you could really kind of get back in the throttle on it. It was just really tight tonight. And I don't remember how the older ARCA car drove, which is kind of stupid because I did drive it a good bit, but I don't know. Pretty forgetful, I guess. So what I do know is I know the new ARCA car, like I'm not a huge fan of. A lot of people like it, I guess, because it's racy, but
no, I'm not a fan.
Sometimes it kind of seems arcade. It seems arcadey to me.
I
have a hard
said
time.
the same thing.
Yeah, I just feel like that. I feel like that if I was to hop into a real ARCA car, I don't really think that that's the experience that I would have. And if it is, then anybody can drive an ARCA car. One for you, and one for you, and one for me. So, but I feel like that this car is a challenge. This one that we drove tonight, and I think it provides some really good racing, and hopefully this season it seems like the numbers are down a little bit, but hopefully maybe they can kind of get the numbers up a little bit. I know it's late, but a lot of times, sometimes SIM500, we have so many people, we're kicking people out because we got so many cars, and then it seems like maybe this season we're kind of down on numbers a little bit. So, but people are missing out on some good fun, and I was looking at the schedule, and it looks like there's a lot of good tracks coming up too. So it should be, really, really good time.
Well, I'm going to try to work some magic. Social media, it works.
Yeah.
So I've posted the stuff in here, but I'm gonna put something together and do a little social media magic this week and try to get some numbers up for them. Because I always like seeing success out of every league that we broadcast for, and if I have just a thumbprint in it to help, then it might get some more 2,000 I-rated drivers, but it'll be worth it because they can come in here and see what it's all about, and make the community that is individual leagues and individual series come together and find each other. And I think that's the most important part about iRacing that I've always leaned into, is that to me iRacing is supposed to be a community. It's supposed to be all of us being able to, whether it's official racing or league racing, which I still think league racing is the best racing on iRacing. But it literally is a way for everybody to be individual GPS dots, inches apart from each other in race cars, competing. And it's the closest that you can't do this with Madden. You can't do this with any other sports game. This is the closest thing to the real thing that you can get to without putting in hundreds of thousands of dollars to do it.
Sure. I mean, and I would say that when it comes to leagues, this league will make you a better driver too. Like, there's just a lot of talent in this league. So, for people that come in and they're kind of, a little fresher, or maybe don't have, the higher I rating or whatever, if people are willing to, just kind of accept, I'm not saying not race for wins, but I'm saying race, intelligently, right? Or try not to get yourself in trouble and stuff like that. Get a good reputation in the league and things like that. I feel like that this is a really good place to learn. You can learn a lot by watching these guys on the track. I mean, Tyler and Mike Kelly and Jorgensen and Cody Harris and I mean there's the list goes on. I'm just talking about guys from tonight, but it's 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 a great league to learn from. And I think that I don't know. I've been in this league for quite some time now. And I don't race all the different series. I just don't have the time for it. But um, I have at one point I was racing every single night in this league, and it has definitely molded me into how I race. And I feel like that when I race in here, it's very similar to what I get in official races. And I don't, you have wrecks and things like that anywhere you go, right? Like, but there's a level, there's a form of you have to race smart in this league. You have to, there's giving and there's taking and there's, aggressive driving, and then there's times not to be aggressive. And these guys do a really good job of that. Some nights there can be, more accidents on the track or whatever, but that happens in real NASCAR. And I think that, these guys generally do a pretty fantastic job. This is the only league I can say that I've ever been in that we went, I think 4 or 5 races on Monday night in the next gen car. And it was like 4 or 5 races and they went green flag, like, just back to back to back to back to back. And it was like, holy cow. Like, I mean, it was just incredible, you know what I mean? To have that many races that, you're stacking up and they're running green flag, with no cautions. I mean, I was worn. I remember that time because I was worn out, but it's the only league I've ever been in that you could do that. I mean, there's just a lot of talent that runs through this league. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely would like to see it grow. I think that tonight is a great night. Tonight, Sunday night, those are great nights to get newer drivers in and, for them to kind of get their feet wet in here and, really kind of be a part of it and then step up into something, if they have freedom on Mondays and Wednesdays and stuff, then, it gives them that ability to kind of step up into something greater. So, yeah, Joey's done a really good job and the admins have done a good job of, making this league successful for years. So
it's an amazing time. I mean, I'm very picky about who I call races for. I've had to learn that trick of the trade. I say trick of the trade, but I've had to learn that skill, because I feel like I give a lot of bang for my buck, right?
yeah,
If the first season I came into here and it was just, dog snot, like wreck after wreck after wreck. Like tonight, the race before this with Chop Chop, they had a unicorn race where they had a lot of cautions, and they're usually pretty clean, similar to SIM500. Usually pretty clean. I mean, they have a couple here and there, but like tonight, couple cautions, just kind of fluke. They say fluke things, but just things happen. And tonight they had a unicorn race as well. So like, but I would never judge. I would never judge a league based on a lot of cautions. I would judge a league based on what they do after the cautions.
Sure. Yeah, no, I agree with that statement 100%. Community is a big part of a league, and that's probably another reason why I tend to stick around here as much as I do. I know these guys. I've raced with them for a long time, and shoot, even before SIM500 was a thing, I was racing with these guys. So I've been on the service now for 11 or 12 years, I guess now. So I've been here for a while, and I have a hard time going into new leagues for the exact reason that you're talking about. I don't care about cautions. They don't bother me as much as they bother some people. Because I always look at it as an opportunity, you know what I mean? As long as I'm not in it, it's an opportunity for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, but, some people get pretty torn up about it and they want the races to go green flag. And I like that too when it's working out in my favor, but it didn't hurt my feelings that, Pat Green got wrecked tonight. I hate it for him, but, for me, it gave me a chance to, reset, get new tires on the car and be able to have a chance to put it in victory lane tonight. So,
Mhm.
you know, I think that the community part's a big part of it. And when I do go to new leagues, or I've had people ask me to be part of new leagues and stuff like that, or try different places to race. It just seems to be tough for me because of that reason. It's the community makes it, and sometimes it's pretty toxic. You know what I mean? It's pretty
Mhm.
toxic. Now I will say that, you know, with the guys that have been here for a long time and things, and you know, there is a period of time in this league, and I think the reason why it's like that in this league, and I'm getting to what I'm talking about here, but the reason why I feel like that, there's you kind of have a little bit, you have to have some tough skin in this league a little bit. And it's not that I feel like that the people are toxic. I just feel like that this is a community that's been racing together for so long.
Mhm.
And I just think it takes, you know, if you can be respectful on the track, then you can earn, you know, you earn that respect, right? Like you're, you know, these guys will give it. It just may take a little bit of time. Um, but you know, these guys race hard. I mean, and that's why I say that, you know, you can learn a lot from being in this league, because these guys do race hard, and majority of them race pretty dang clean. So, um, you know, there's a lot of learning there. It is a good community once you kind of break through. But if you come in here and you've got a chip on your shoulder, or you feel like that, you know, you're going to be faster than everybody, you're going to win, you know, the first race or whatever. And I'm not saying that you can't do that. Someone can do that, but I'm just saying, when you come in with a chip on your shoulder, it doesn't work out too well. So, um, I think that, you know, I've been part of leagues where it's guys are cussing at each other all the time and
Yeah.
swearing up and down, um, and they all, you know, the whole group thinks it's just great, you
Yeah.
know, and it's like, I don't want to be a part of any of this.
Yeah.
So, at least here, like Joey and the guys keep it race related, and you know, tempers do get up sometimes and things like that, but you know, it's a lot of the fighting happens. You know, we can have a conversation afterwards, or you know, um, it's not much retaliation that goes on here that I really see much of. I mean, they don't put up with that stuff. So
No.
it's just good, clean. It's a good environment from that aspect. Like I said, Joey does a good job of, and the admins do a good job of making sure that the race chat is race related, and not a bunch of yelling and screaming at each other.
Yeah, definitely don't. Nobody needs it. Nobody needs it. But
Yeah.
anyway, all right, brother. I'm gonna let you have at it.
Yeah.
Let you get down to, you know. I talked to you longer tonight than I talked to Jorgie, so I think we're good.
Are we evened out on time?
I think so. I think so.
I told my
That's
wife,
okay.
I said, you said about giving the bang for your buck. And you do, man. You do a fantastic job. I told my wife, Sam, I said, I think Signature is the only one that has like a 45-minute post race interviews and stuff like that, which I think is cool, because I like to be able to sit here and kind of chit chat with you, and it kind of does feel like a post race show. You know what I mean? So it's really neat that you put that much time and effort in, and you care about the people that much. So a lot of there certain broadcasts I've been part of, it's like they're kind of kicking you out, you know, they ask you a question and then they kick you off the show. So it's kind of cool that you take time to chat with everybody. So, but yeah, I'll let you go too. Just give a shout out to you for everything you do. And I love your broadcast. I think it's extremely professional, and you know, you're fantastic at doing the announcing stuff. That's always really cool. It's good to hear you got that announcer voice. So it's fun to listen to your broadcasts and everything. And of course, I want to give a shout out to the admins, Joey and the team, and everything they do here. People that they have sponsoring and donating money to keep the series and stuff like that rolling. Give a shout out to all the drivers, give a shout out to the Turn 1 Hero drivers, Mike Kelly and Danny tonight that were racing. Mike had a good finish tonight. And of course, my wife for what she does in the crew chief box. And and then my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for the blessings he provides me with to be able to race and have a good time and stuff like that. So, and that's it, man. Thank you.
Oh, as always. I mean, here's the thing. You talk about the radio voice, right? Or the announcer voice. I'm the same way when I game too. Like when I have the gaming streams up and we're just chilling, hanging out. They're like, your voice just doesn't change. I'm like, it's my voice. This is normal. So like and that's real quick. A long time ago, I wanted to do talk radio, right? And so I worked for KRMS over here at the Lake of the Ozarks, and I did the morning show for about 6 months, and then I realized that after 6 months, I did not like talk radio. And the reason is because by the time you're done just getting through everything, just getting through your first hour, you feel vocally drained every single time. And so I figured out that quick shows and things like that, they work better, and just getting into doing radio commercials is even better. So always take your inspiration from things that you learn. And when it comes to like, I would love to do a podcast, right? But I do not want to do a podcast by myself.
Sure.
Because I call races by myself because it's a couple hours. I can take a break, and I can be like, all right, I need to step up. I need to step away. I call it a hydrate break. I go get some water. I do whatever I need to do because the race is still happening. I can let things, I could select a set of cameras and it'll do its thing, and I can come back and finish calling the race. But
I could see you doing a podcast for sure.
So those
and a co-host or something.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, is that there's so many people out there doing short form content with iRacing that are all the same, but there's no genuine podcast that isn't Coca-Cola 600 related.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Forgive me. I don't care who wins the Coca-Cola 600. I really don't. I'm friends with several people that are on that are in the Pro Series, but I don't care who wins. I care about who wins next Monday night, next Tuesday night, next Wednesday, like in every series. Like I care about that storytelling more because they're in front of more eyes every single week than just the one stream that the Coke 600 gives.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And I'm just sitting here, I was just thinking in my brain, like what that, like, because you're saying like you care more about that stuff. That would be cool. You know what I mean? Like it'd be cool to listen to a podcast like where, you're talking about the drivers, of the week, for the week in this particular league. And then, if you have another league, like you kind of touch on different ones. I don't know. I guess there's a whole bunch of different ideas you could do with it, but no, I think that's cool. I definitely could see you doing a podcast, so that'd be cool.
But I like everything iRacing, and I like gaming too. So like I'm an everything guy. I couldn't be. iRacing made the platform, but at some point I would love to be just eSports. That's why I'm called eSports. All right, brother. I'm gonna let you go. Good night to you.
All right, man.
Tell the missus I said hello, and we'll see you next week, brother.
Will do. See you, man.
That's coming on P3 tonight as we round it out and we finish things out and knock ourselves in the park of racing. It was a good. See, I will talk to people forever. It's what I do, and I absolutely have no problem with it. Right? It has been it's been amazing. It's been an amazing time. And I love doing this. I love the content. I love the, I love everything that we do with it. So like keep your minds. You always got to keep your mind right when it comes to iRacing. You keep your mind right with the drivers, and know that drivers are family members, and they have so much going on in their lives that like you have to treat them with a lot of respect. Like earlier, I was playing stuff on the soundboard during the Chop Chop racing. It was kind of unprofessional of me, but for me, it was kind of fun for me. So I like it. We're gonna see what happens, and we'll keep going from there. So we love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Be good, be safe, be kind of one of those most important factor of life. We're gonna end all 3 streams, and I will see you in the morning where we play a little Hogwarts with the missus. So we love y'all. See you soon. Peace.